Hi there, it's Karen here from Turquoise Treasures. Welcome back to the last episode of working in this paper bag journal, which is getting really chunky now. And the last thing we need to do, as I've been saying all along, is just fill out these little pockets with a lot of the cut-offs that I had left over from working in the rest of the journal. I have gone ahead and done a little bit of preparation because I know it'll take a bit of time to get through them all. So I've kind of thought through what I want to do and things just to save a bit of time, but I'm actually going to make them, or decorate them really, on camera. So this first one is this pocket here, so it's quite a small pocket. And I've just taken a piece of the Bluefern Studio paper that I was using, and I've just cut it to size and rounded the corners and inked it. That's all I've done. And then picked out a couple of things to decorate it with. It's such a small card, I can't do too much decoration on it. The only decision I have to make is which side do I use for writing on, because I've got that side which is really pretty. It's got that bit of script in the background, a little rose here, but it's all very muted and just soft, so you could easily write on that. And then this side, which is also very pretty, although it's more this way, or orientated this way. But again, it's got a little bit of decoration on it. I'm a bit struggling to know which way to go with it, really. I'm almost inclined to cover this side up just because it's got this decoration the wrong way round in a way for where the journal is going. So I could cover that up, and then we've still got this rather nice background which would be easy to write on as well. So let's do that, I think. Let's see. So all I've pulled out to do this, keep it fairly simple, is a piece of this lace, which I was just going to use to cover it. It's a bit too big, so I'll have to cut it down a little bit. And then I've just got this lovely rose. I think this is a Pink Monarch Prince fussy cut rose from her kit that I thought I'd put. It takes up most of the card, and I thought it looked really pretty there. I've just inked it up a bit, but I think that will probably be enough. I might just get a little label. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So I just need to cut that to size. Right, let's just find a little label, I think, to put on here. Some Tina labels at the back, some number labels. I'm just wondering if we can just pop a little number on here. Like that, maybe. No. I think I'm going for the black again. I say again, I have no idea which, whether it was for this kit, for this, or for my series on using up my scraps that I was using numbers. I know I was reaching for some black numbers recently, but I have no idea what video it was in. There's that, or even maybe this little one. Let's see which colour I like best. Yeah, I think that's the one. Darker than the other one, but not as dark as black. I think that's the one I want to go for. What about one of these little Tracy labels? Something like that go. Could put one on this side. Something up here maybe. What does this one look like? Maybe that one down there, although I believe it's upside down. That's better. sort of got a little pink in it. Then maybe put that one up here. Just tuck it under that number. Yeah, I think that's, I like that, I think. Right. So that's what I'm going to do. Just get rid of the white edge. Right, that little card looks quite pretty, I think. So I'm just going to pop that in here. I don't think it actually needs a little tab on it. I think it'll just pop in there nicely. I might just need to catch down that bit of lace that's just catching as I go through into the pocket. I don't really want that to happen. Try and glue that down a bit more securely. That one in there. Come on, stop catching. That's it. Okay, so that's in there. This is a little bit torn here. I might have to come back and just do something about that, but not right now. Okay, so the next pocket is it's this one here, and that's a little pocket on the side. Oh, this is coming apart. This is the little paper bag. It's coming apart a little bit, so I think I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue in there so that it keeps it all together. Just the layers of the paper bag seem to be coming apart a little bit. Right, for this pocket I have this leftover piece of masterboard. It's probably the last piece I've got left. Doesn't even look particularly straight by the way I've cut it. But I think what I'll do, I'm gonna cut it to size. I may have to trim it a bit widthwise, but I'm just gonna cut it down. Let's see. I think I'll cut it about here. Okay, so what I need to do is round the corners in my usual way. Right, there we are. So we just need to put a little something on there to decorate it. Let's go back into, let's get rid of that for a moment. Go back into the journal. Right, so it's going in here, and I found this little image, from the same kit as this one, and it's this lady here, and they look like they're almost looking at each other. So I thought she's just the perfect size as well to go on there. I don't think I need to add any more because there's plenty going on in the background. It just gives us that little focal point. And I think that looks rather nice there. And I think it just goes really well with this little image over here. So that's where I'm going to go with that. And it's quite nice because it brings together the bits of lace that just seem to randomly finish in the middle of nowhere. And this just covers those up and unifies them. So that's going to go on there. Let's just pop that in the pocket and see how it looks, whether it needs anything poking out to pull it out. I wouldn't mind just a little tiny tab if I can find something suitable that's not too much. I think this is too big, so I might use that for something else. Let's see if I've got a bit of lace that might go. To work. I want to put that on the edge there. Not sure about the colour. Am I being super picky? Probably. I just don't think those colours go well together. Right, I have this really pretty cream crochet lace. I think this is probably one from Hobbycraft, but I think it's just, possibly just the right thing for here. Just tidy up that edge. Little dainty tab to pull out. So I'm going to use the Fabri-Tac for this because that's a little thicker than the ordinary lace. Okay, I'm not going to put that in just yet because it's quite wet, that glue, so I need it to just dry for a few minutes so it doesn't actually get itself glued into the pocket. So I'm just going to pop it up there like that while I move on to the next one. Well, in fact it's the next two because this is the, oh, got a whole bunch of stuff here I'm going to try and do something with in these pockets. So these are is the double pocket in the middle, which are really quite roomy. They've got this kind of gusset, well the gusset's only actually on one side, but it does give them, this is on both sides. For some reason this has got, I think I must have glued this one down by mistake. It's meant to be a double gusset. I don't know if it's going to pull apart. I don't think I want to risk it. But anyway, I can get a couple of things in there, I think. So let's see what I can make. I've made a start just because I knew it would take a little while to figure it out, because I do want them to work kind of as a pair without being identical. Let's just get the scissors and things out of the way and put the book aside for a moment. But I just keep it handy so I can just measure, make sure everything fits. So my starting point, in a way, was, if I can just bring it in, I think I mentioned in an earlier video that I had this piece of paper knocking around, just one of the scraps, and I rather liked it. I thought it would make a nice journal card, or top of a journal card for a pocket, but obviously it's not enough on its own, it's just a completely flimsy piece of paper. But I also had a bit of the leftover masterboard, which was a bit longer, and I thought, well, if I cut that to the size of the pocket and find something to go on that, and then you know, and find another piece of paper in a similar way. Maybe I could just do something like that. But then I had to find something to back this with. So I got a piece of glue book and I stenciled it in the same way I'd stenciled the masterboard. So we're getting there, we're getting something so they kind of go together. 2 bits of the kit on some stenciled book page. But this is obviously quite thick because it's been already put onto some scrapbook paper and then backed. So I had this piece of white cardstock knocking around, so I can back it onto that, and then I'll back that with some coffee dye paper, and then they should be roughly the same thickness. That's the which I happen to have handy, would you believe? So if I back that all together, that should be quite nice and sturdy. And then all I've got to do is glue this onto here, and then I need to decorate them. So that's what I'm going to do. And then I'll be back. I don't know if you need to see me doing this. I'll see what time I've got. I'll film it, and then if I feel like I need to cut the video down, I'll just cut that bit out. Right, so they're finished now. Well, they're not finished. They've got a little bit of decorating to do, but they're nice and firm. So that's the one with the masterboard. So that's quite a firm one. This isn't far off it actually with the extra layers. That's pretty good. So those 2 cards just need a little bit of decoration. And I was having another look in my Tim Holtz paper dolls because I've been trying to use a few of those as part of this journal as well. And I found these 2 little ladies, little girls, who I thought went rather well together. They're both holding flowers. They're both dressed in their Sunday best. And I thought they went rather nicely together. But one of them is sitting down. So I had to find something for her to sit on. And normally you get a ticket or something. But because mine, I have no idea where I've packed my tickets. It's not something I use very often, so I'll probably pack them quite early on. Just when I needed one. But I did manage to find my little Roxy's Creation labels because I've been working on that journal and the labels were not so buried so deep. So I just thought that might just work. It was about the only one that had just pink, you know, nice bit of pink in it. And I thought I could just pop her on there. And actually she would look okay sitting on there. I think that looks quite nice. So that's what I'm going to do with her. This one is standing, so she just needed a little something behind her. And again, I've been looking in my box of Shabby Dabby Doodah cut aparts, and this was from I think it's from the Victoria Park kit, which I haven't used yet, but I have cut out the ephemera. And I thought this one was rather nice. It's got a bit of pink in it. And I just thought I might tuck that behind her like that, and then I'll get them both a little label and we'll be good to go. So that's what I'm going to do with these. Like those, look really pretty there. So I want a little label or something. I've got my Tim Holtz. What ones are these? Clipping stickers. So there's a few sheets of these. I haven't used them very much. I mean, I've hardly used them at all, to be honest. And this one I thought was quite nice. It says Contented Spirit. So I'm just going to think I might pop that up here. That go there? Or that better there? Maybe it's better there. It's quite small. Just going to put that there. Yeah, I think I'll do that. And then for this young lady here, it says there's a wonderful creature. So let's put that one there. Okay. And I think we might see if we can put little toppers on those. What's the best thing to use? It's just wondering if this will be, because I haven't got any lace on these, so maybe it'd be nice to have a lace topper. I'm going to try it. It's quite wide, but it might be fine. So try it on one and see how it looks. I thought I'd just do it like that. Yep, I think I'll do that. It's about the middle, isn't it? The other side. Right, they're done. Put those in the journal. And then we'll see if there's room to put anything else in, because I might have another little something I could make to go in as well. So that goes in there like that. And this one goes in here like that. Okay, but there's still, I think, quite a bit of room in these pockets. I mean, there's loads of room in this one. I might actually consider gluing down that second gusset, because I think it's making it almost too big. We'll see. But I could make another couple of little things to go in those, and we'll see whether I need to glue anything down. So I have these couple of images, I have these floating around. They're actually the same as these. So this one is the same as this one, just a smaller version of it. And I think, no, that one isn't the same as, oh no it is, it's the same as that one. So I thought it'd be quite nice to do a little journal cards of those to go inside the pockets as well, to match. So I thought, this is my thought, I have this piece of 49er market. It's fine on the back, it doesn't need anything, it's fine to write on. So I could just pop one of these onto here and make 2 journal cards out of it. So I think that's what I'll do. The first thing I'm going to do is to ink around. Now, how big do they need to be? I might just see about cutting this in half actually, and then might as well use the whole thing. Let's see, how big is it? I reckon it's about 6 inches. Let's just double check. Oops. I only need one ruler. Might be a bit shy of 6 inches but not by much. 6 inches less 1/8. Right, so 3 inches or less 1/16, I guess. Okay, so these are smaller than the other cards I've made, but that doesn't matter. So I've got that one can go on there, and that one can go on like that. Do I need to put anything else behind them? I have a bit of doily. I don't know if this is the right colour. Not really, no. I might put a little bit of, not that. Maybe I'll do a little of the narrow lace on each of them. So I'm going to ink up the background cards. I don't think I want pink on there. I think I may want something a bit more of a contrast, I'm not sure. Might want a piece of this coffee coloured lace, which I haven't used much on the journal cards. Let's have a look, see if it would go. Piece on that side, and then a piece on the other one. I think I do like that. I do. Right, these are nice, couple of nice little journal cards. They can be written on the back, and I'm just going to pop those in as well. Put the ones that match, I think, into the same pocket. And the other one. Go in there. Right. Okay, so that's those done. Happy with those. Not entirely happy with how big this pocket is. I'm not quite sure what to do about it, whether to do, I might do what I've done on, inadvertently I've done on this one, and just limit how far out it will come, just so it doesn't gape so much. Yeah, I think that's a bit better, makes it more manageable. Alright, so that's, yeah, that doesn't make the pocket quite so gapey. Right, where are we next? We are here, this one. And I've got another piece of the 49er Market cardstock, paper, whatever you'd like to call it, which was just the right width to go in here. I haven't cut it down or anything, I just thought that would make a good tag. And this one I think I will actually cut into a tag shape. So it's going to go, it's catch, there's something inside this paper bag pocket. I think it's where there's a join and it's catching as it goes in, but it is in fully now. So I just need to mark where I want to trim the top. Out the way, journal. Right, it's quite a hefty tome now, and I should get my little tag topper card out. Oh, excuse me, I've got a frog in my throat today. Okay, so I'm just going to do, which one shall I do? Because it's wide, I think I'll use this slightly bigger corner here. And right, you can write on some of this, but I still may back it with some avocado dyed paper. So that's the tag. Now I've got these really pretty ladies. These are from a Shabby Dabby Doodah kit. This one's actually a bit bigger. I think that's possibly too big. This one has got a little pink in it, so that would be quite nice on there. But it looks a bit bright and modern in the background, so I thought I might soften it down. First of all, I'm going to ink the edges and possibly bring it across a little bit onto the card itself. Try and soften that colour down a little bit. I'll pack that, do that yet. And then I've got some cheesecloth. Not dyed, not coffee dyed or anything. I looked at the coffee dye, but actually it was too dark. And I think I just wanted to soften around this and just mute the background a bit. In fact, I think I'll cover the whole thing and cut the corners off a little bit. Shall I? I might not cover it completely, but I might just leave a little bit. Then I might just do that. So just going to cut that down because it's, I like the frayed edge, but it's not very straight. So she's just trimmed down just a little bit to make sure that the cheesecloth does actually show at the sides. I might just try fraying it up a fraction. I don't want to unravel it completely. It is in danger of unravelling because it doesn't go straight. I'm just teasing it a little. Right. Bit of glue. teased out some little strands, and then I'll just trim them off a little. Okay, and then that can go on the top there. Oops, don't need that, I do need this. And then I pulled out a little label. This is a G-Cur label, and it's got the pink flowers in it. It says Inspire, so I thought I'd just maybe put that on this corner here. And a little rose with some foliage on that corner there, just to brighten it up a little bit. Oops. So I'm back. That's it. And I'll pop that on there. Okay. Oops. And then that's the back. I think we might just put a little bit of avocado dyed paper on the back. Oops. Yeah. Little tiny corner off there, just for some reason went sticking out. Alright. Alright, so now we have proper writing space on the back, and I just need to do my little topper. And I have a piece of sari silk floating around, which I thought I might try and use. Just going to do it like that and staple it on. Yep, a little crisscross on there. Yep, I like that. Happy with that. Let's pop it in. Nearly there, guys. This is nearly the end of the series, end of the video, and this is the last video you're going to see for a little while. As far as making things go, this is going to be the last one I make before I finish packing up my craft room. The next time you see me, you'll probably see me doing my little tour, or not really a tour, but my packing up of the craft room video, which I've been doing as I've been going along, and I'm going to be filming the last episode of that this week, very soon. Maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day, but it's nearly time to finish up. So, right, let's just pop that in there. Yeah, I really like that. Very happy with that. That's turned out. That just goes in, just catching on that little bit. There's a bit of a join inside there, which I can't get at to glue it down. We just have to work at it. And there we are. The only other thing I thought, because I had this other image, which was a bit too big for the tag, I did wonder whether to pop it on there, because I think it might just finish that off quite nicely. It's just got a bit of a big border. So I'm just going to cut that down and glue that on, I think, just to finish off that pocket. Right, okay, happy with that. And now we've got to go to the last pocket in the journal, the very, very last, right at the back. So here we are at the very last pocket in the journal, very last little pocket. I'm afraid I've gone for a bit of an easy win here. Can you blame me? Because I found a little ready-made tag, this one here, which goes with everything else really nicely. It's got the little Tim Holtz ladies, which I have been using throughout the journal. And it just fits in here beautifully. So I just thought, let's not make life difficult. I've made so many things to go in this journal. None of them particularly exciting or different, really. It's been more about decorating than anything else. The first challenge is opening the pocket. Okay, now I can get it in. Okay, so it's going in. And that little flower just sits nicely in the thumb hole, like that. So I'm really pleased with that. So that's it. It's done. All I've got to do now is find a piece of suitably matching sari silk. So I've just got some over here, I'll just grab. So I have some on this card that I bought from an Etsy shop. And I'm just trying to decide whether I use the pink or one of the other more neutral colours. I'm half inclined to use this one, which is actually same as this odd piece as I've been using, just because I think it might go quite nicely around here. Yeah, I think that might be I think the pink might be just overkill. And I like this because it's just a little bit dark. It's like a goldeny colour, and or almost like a coffee dye. It goes very well with that coffee dye, well, not coffee dyed lace, but the coffee coloured lace. So let's just wind this around. And let's see how we go with this. Oh, one thing I mustn't forget to do, of course, is put my booklet back in the journal. Mustn't forget that, must I? I think that goes in here. And I'm going to have to put it in that way round, so it's easy to get out. And then we close it up. Wind the sari silk around the brad. Go around a couple of times just to keep it nice and secure, like that. Okay, close that up. Ooh. Right, let's see now if we can close this up. I'm just going to tie it, and then I'll attempt to tie it before I've actually I'm doing it the wrong way round for me. It's because I need to do it that way. Right. Okay, I think that will be enough. I'm just going to cut that off. I might just retie it again. Now I've got the length that I need. Oops. Quite a challenge, it's so fat. Do a nice generous bow on here. Right, there it is. At last. It's really fat. I will probably film a flip through of this. I hadn't really thought about this beforehand, but I think it'd be nice. What I need to do is I've got a few things to finish off. I've got to do some sewing around the journal cards. So I'll have a little sewing session, get it all really finished, make sure everything's where it should be, and it's all nicely finished. And then I'll film a little flip through, which will be probably the next video you see, because that's it. I'm not going to be doing any more crafting now before I move, and that's going to be in my time in 2 weeks, in your time about 2 weeks ago, because I am filming so far ahead now, which I'm really pleased about. So you should be seeing videos well into November, but we actually move at the beginning of November. And then after that, I imagine that the moving video that I've been filming for a while, as I've mentioned, maybe ready to go up, at least the part one of it, which is the packing up of the old craft room and possibly arriving in the new one. I'm not quite sure how it'll go with setting up the new craft room, but I'll try and film some of that as well. And then after that, crafting videos, I really don't know how long I'll need to take a break for. It may even be till after Christmas, because by the time we've settled in, it'll be getting towards Christmas and there's so much else going on. If I can, I'll come and do a little bit of Christmas crafting with you. I'd love to do that. I will probably be itching to do some more crafting by then, so I may well come and do maybe a couple of little videos before Christmas. I really can't say, and I can't be sure. Otherwise, it'll be I'll be definitely coming back in the new year. So if I don't see you before, happy Christmas. No, I'm sure there'll be a video before then, but I don't know quite what it will be. Right, so thank you very much for joining me today, and do join me again fairly soon. Don't know when, don't know where, but I'll see you soon. Bye for now.